Hi, Kevin Coop here, and this is FaceTime with the Content Guy, coming to you this week from the heart of Silicon Valley. I'm in Sunnyvale, California, and the reason I'm here is in nearby Santa Clara. Tom Furphy and I, even as you watch this, will be doing a live innovation conversation in front of Produce Marketing Association's Technology Conference, which is always a great opportunity, not just to sort of explain our vision and where we see things going, but also to listen to the people in the audience, and these will be suppliers and retailers, to hear what they think, to learn about what they're seeing, and to get a sense of how they're trying to innovate. One of the great things about an innovation conversation is that it's actually a conversation. But while here in California, I decided to drive from Santa Clara over here to Sunnyvale, specifically because I wanted to see that building. And that is a building, it's in obviously a small shopping center. There's an Orchard Hardware Supply over there. There's a lot of local businesses, a lot of residences nearby. But one of the things I was interested in was seeing that building, because it's a building that the local media has pointed out is being developed by Amazon for a kind of click and collect business, a place where people will be able to order their groceries online, and then they will be able to come here and pick them up. It would be an interesting change for Amazon. It'd be yet another venture into brick and mortar, as opposed to just being a pure play e-commerce provider. And obviously it's not there yet. A lot of it is speculation at this point, but I wanted to see where it might be. But what was interesting to me was as I drove over here, and one of the things you get a sense of as you're driving through the Silicon Valley is, first of all, how much brain power there is, right? Because you drive by all these buildings that have names on them that you would recognize, names of companies that are changing the world pretty much every day in terms of how we do things and how we see things. There's also a ton of names that, frankly, you wouldn't know. And I keep saying to myself, gee, boy, which ones are going to be the winners and which ones are going to be the losers? Which ones are going to have the secret sauce that they're going to change the world? And which ones are going to miscalculate and maybe not make it? But there's a tremendous sense of opportunity here. And every once in a while, you'll pass a building with a name, and it'll be a name you recognize, like Nokia. And there was Nokia was a company that, pretty much owned the cell phone business for a long time. But clearly they lost their way, and they weren't able to innovate at the same rate as other companies were, and they're not as top of mind. They're not seen as being the top of the pyramid they were at a certain point. And it occurred to me, boy, how easy it is to kind of lose that edge, to maybe be a little complacent and not innovate at the same rate. And that's something I think that all companies, suppliers and retailers, have to avoid. We all have to continue to innovate all the time. We have to be looking around the corner, trying to figure out where things are going. We have to be placing bets, hoping that a majority of them will pay off, and hope that we'll learn even from the things that don't pay off as well. And the thing is, it seems to me that in the modern economy, with consumers who they are and who they will be as millennials become more of the center of the target, one of the things we have to be trying to figure out all the time is, how are we going to rock the world? Because if we're not rocking the world, inevitably the world is rocking us, and that's not necessarily where you want to be. Anyway, that's what's on my mind this Thursday morning, and as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.